everyone, Claire Rattée here, Conservative candidate for Skeena-Bulkley Valley. I'm going to keep this video pretty short. Just wanted to give a little bit of a recap on liquefied natural gas projects and why I'm such a big proponent of them. I'm just filming this quickly before I go to the debate tonight in Kitimat. So I just wanted to give a little refresher to people on what liquefied natural gas is, what it does for the environment, and why I am so passionate about supporting these projects. So for those of you that don't know, liquefied natural gas is basically an alternative fuel source from coal or from oil, and it actually has historically it has the best safety record of all common fuel types. The project in Kitimat here is basically looking at taking liquefied natural gas from eastern British Columbia and moving it by pipeline up here to Kitimat, and then we're going to export it from here to Asian markets like China. And the reason that this is so good for the environment and why this actually is something that makes a positive change is that we can't look at emissions and the climate in a bubble. It's not just Canada. Our environment doesn't know the borders of our countries or our continents. And when we look at this on a global scale, Canada produces about 1.6% of the world's greenhouse gas emissions. So the countries that are mostly contributing to the emissions that we're seeing are more so Asian countries like China, where they still rely heavily on coal burning. So the reason that this would be so beneficial is not only will it allow Asian countries to start phasing off of coal burning and onto something that's safer and cleaner, which is something that they want, and they are ready for this change because they do have serious air quality issues over there. So basically it's 30% less CO2 emissions roughly than oil. It's about 45% less than coal. And when it spills, it vaporizes quickly, there's no residue, and if there is a spill on the water, it doesn't harm the aquatic life or the waterways in any way. So basically, from an environmental perspective, this is one of the best things that we can be promoting right now. And then on the economic side, it's a win-win for everybody because not only does it provide much needed employment, education, training opportunities in northern BC where we are really in need of this, but it also does a lot for not just our local economy, but our economy in Canada in general. The approval of this project here in Kitimat was the single largest private sector investment in Canadian history. And I think that that's really monumental. And I'm proud to put my name to that project and to say that I did work for it. And alongside many other community members and community leaders, other city councilors and mayors, First Nations communities. And it's really an unprecedented project to have all of the First Nations communities on board with it and have them signing onto agreements, all of the municipalities. There is so much social license for this project here because people have seen this is a corporation that has taken the time to really educate the public about what their product is, to be good corporate citizens and be involved in the community in which they're working, and to try and mitigate any positive or potential, negative impacts that the project may have, because projects of this scale typically will have some bad that comes with the good. So they've done a fabulous job of that, and it provides First Nations communities and municipalities up here with a sense of stability for families that are wanting to have meaningful, stable employment opportunities. That's what this provides. So that's why I'm in favor of LNG, and I think that it's important that people start looking at our environment on a global scale and understanding what we can do here in Canada to make positive impacts around the world, so that people do have clean air to breathe and they do have clean water to drink, and we're making sure that we are responsible in our resource development. Thanks for watching, guys, and have a good evening.